top headlines that we are tracking from the world of commodities, but let's now put the spotlight on the 7th edition of MCX IPF COMQUEST 2025, which is a premier national level educational quiz on the commodity market for students. This edition of MCX IPF COMQUEST attracts over 650 academic institutions from 30 states and union territories, covering 220 cities, a notable increase from the previous edition, which features 460 institutions across 25 states and union territories, as well as 140 cities. To discuss this in greater detail, we now have Mr. Praveen D.G, Chief Risk Officer at MCX, now joining us. Sir, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. And first thing first, help us understand how has MCX IPF COMQUEST grown from its inception to become one of the most recognized platforms for young investors. Help us understand how has the journey been.
It is very interesting that we started this episode in 2019. After that one, it has grown by leaps and bounds, and it is 7th edition today. That is what we are going to hold. And the numbers has increased significantly. Like when we started in year 2019, it was 60 institutions with around 100 students. But today we are at 600 institutions with 10,000 students. That's a pretty big number that we could be able to see. So that shows the kind of interest that is we are getting from the markets and from the student community.
And how has the competition influenced participants over the last few years, and what impact has it had on their understanding of the commodity market?
After these years, we can see that the faculty and the academic institutions have started reaching to us, and they wanted to understand like what kind of market like this is. And we can, of late, we could see lot of student interactive programs happening, and they have invited us for the case studies. They wanted to make the programs more interactive, and the students are also equally interested. In fact, in some of the colleges, they created a community on their own, independent to the institutions, and they are reaching and they are saying that requesting us to hold certain programs exclusively for commodities. So because for everyone it is very important. The price discovery and price risk management is very important for not only the public, it is everyone. It is very important for the students, because they are the ones they are going to manage in future. Those they should know what the commodities market is all about, how it will influence their daily life.
And how has MCX IPF COMQUEST adapted to the changing financial landscape over the last few years and the growing interest in commodity trading that we've seen of late?
So over the years, depending upon the kind of interest that we have been receiving, we also have made certain changes to the MCX IPF COMQUEST, and we introduced some new concepts called like case study, deliberations, and like MCQ kind of questionnaires. So the people started looking at, and they started looking for the solutions to a real situation. So that is what is making the students more interesting, and they are becoming equally excited to understand, to crack a particular situation, or to come out with the innovative ideas how to redress this particular solutions. That means they are now looking at problem solutions kind of thing. So instead of earlier, it is like, it is not more interactive. Students are just understanding like any other textbook. But with this particular thing, now they started looking at identifying a situation, and now they are coming out for solutions.
That's how the changes have been over the last few years as far as the COMQUEST is concerned. But sir, what can participants and audience expect from this 7th edition of MCX IPF COMQUEST, and how does it differ from the previous few editions?
We expect this competition to be very exciting this year. Every year we see that the competition is only going tougher and tougher. And the students really of late, they understood how they have to face the real situation. And what we are expecting is now already the students have undergone a lot of like increasing like situations they have gone up, like initially, because this is like MCX COMQUEST has multiple rounds. You have an initial round with MCQs, later you have a case study competition, followed by a national level quiz programs. So with that one, the students are going through tougher and tougher phases. Now we understand that the students will be better prepared to face the situation, and like they will all learn in a very fun way. That is how it is all about.
Thanks so much, sir, for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. But shifting focus to an ET Now exclusive then, our sources say that